All right, guys, let's have a conversation. Okay, so I could not help myself from making this video because it's making my skin crawl. I am seeing so much use of Gingival gel being used by non-dental professionals, and it is literally giving me chills. So if you're interested in hearing my take on Gingival gel in the teeth whitening industry and why I personally think it's such a horrible idea, stay tuned. My ultimate goal is to help women. Like I've said that like whole line like 15 million times. How do I continuously get it wrong? Hey guys, welcome to Impressive Glow. My name is Gina. I am the owner and educator of Impressive Glow Spray Tan and Teeth Whitening Training. I am also a beauty business mentor where my ultimate goal is to help women, moms, single moms learn how to start a side hustle as either a spray tan or teeth whitening technician, and to also help other women in the beauty industry level up their beauty business and build that financial independence themselves. All right, guys, so I have been seeing Gingival gel being used in the teeth whitening industry all over Instagram and TikTok and all of these different places. I want to give you my insight as to why I personally, okay, this is again just my personal insight as to why I think it's a horrible idea to use it. Now, the reasons why I think it's used, though, is because it looks sexy. Like it looks professional. It looks like you're doing the best you can to protect your clients. But just because something looks and you're giving the illusion of doing the best for your clients, on the back end of that, it is really not the best idea for what you're trying to offer. So in today's video, I'm going to go a deep dive into why I think you really should take a second look if you are using Gingival gel in your teeth whitening service, why you should be thinking that it might not be the best idea for you to use. So let's just state some facts, like literal facts, okay? So Gingival gel is very hard for clients themselves to put that on themselves, right? To apply it, which would mean that you as the technician would actually have to physically apply the gel to your client themselves, which is considered practicing dentistry. That's against the law in any state. If you are not in a facility supervised by a physician and have some type of dental license, whether it's an RDA, that still has to be supervised by a dentist though, okay? You still have to be in the facility with them. You should not physically be applying any products to your client on your own. Like, facts are facts, okay? Let's just understand that. If you want to know more information about the laws and regulations about teeth whitening, watch this video. There's not enough education behind what is and isn't allowed across the board in teeth whitening, and I break things down into like states and all those things. So watch this video about the legalities behind offering and starting a teeth whitening business. So one of the first reasons why I wasn't attracted to Gingival gel is because I started hearing really bad horror stories about Gingival gel from other teeth whitening technicians when I first got into the teeth whitening industry. Understand that teeth whitening gel, like a Gingival gel, a protective barrier on that gum line, has to be cured with an LED light prior to it being effective. Like it can't just be gooey, it actually has to be hard. Well, what can sometimes happen is, one, if it's not applied correctly, and non-dentists and non-professionals sometimes may not know how to do that, but if it's not put on correctly, it's not put on with the right amount of consistency, what can happen is that Gingival gel can actually harden very hard. And where are you putting that? You are putting that on the gum line. And so if that is hardening too hard on that gum line, I've heard horror stories about technicians having to actually break gum tissue to get that gel off. That leads me to the conversation about the purity of our ingredients that we're going to be using, that we're having clients apply to their mouth. Literally, this is going in their mouth. A lot of times where I see these Gingival gels, and I know this is a fact because I've been watching TikTok videos and I'm reading comments from other technicians asking girls where they're getting their gels. Majority of them are getting from Amazon. That is so scary. You do not know the purity of those ingredients in that product that you are literally having your clients either apply themselves or you're applying to their mouth. That is not a good idea to be doing to your, or to be offering to your clients. All the products that you should be using as a teeth whitening technician should be FDA approved. They should be made in the United States. They should be traceable. You should know exactly where they're coming from. You should know all the ingredients that are in these products. So purity of products when it comes to anything for teeth whitening is so important. So a lot of these Gingival gels are made in other countries that have different regulations. So it's really important that you know where you're getting this stuff from and what's in it. So one of the big red flags for me when I see a technician using a Gingival gel, a couple things come up for me as a teeth whitening technician, as a trainer, as somebody who knows a lot about teeth whitening products. Here are a couple of the red flags for me when I see that Gingival gel being used. One, I'm assuming that the fear of your whitening gel touching your client's gums is pretty high. That to me just means that one, you're probably using a product that is probably too high in the percentage of hydrogen peroxide that you probably should actually be using. Understand, as non-teeth whitening or as non-dental professionals, we are only allowed to be using products about 16% or lower in hydrogen peroxide. If you're using anything above that, which you can get, I mean, I think Amazon sells them, different types of teeth whitening companies sell them, but in fact, as non-dental professionals, you really shouldn't be using anything over 16% hydrogen peroxide. So one of the red flags to me when I see Gingival gel being used is your product is probably too high in hydrogen peroxide, and the opportunity of really hurting your client is there, which is why you're taking the necessary steps to use something as invasive as a Gingival gel. The other thing that brings me to a red flag when I see the Gingival gel being used is that the ingredients in your product maybe aren't the best, which is why you're going to the extent of having to use a Gingival gel. And the possibilities of that being harmful to your client. So I get lots of red flags. When I see people using Gingival gel, I'm thinking to myself, ooh, that means their whitening product alone is either too harsh for their client's teeth or the ingredients in it are harmful, and they're trying to do everything that they can to protect those gums, which we should be doing. But if you're having to go to the extent of using Gingival gel, to me, that just tells me that your whitening gel just probably isn't the best. So at the end of the day, whether you believe Gingival gel is something that you want to use in your teeth whitening business is totally, completely up to you. The purpose of all of my teeth whitening videos, because it's a very controversial service and industry, my videos are all meant to just open conversation respectfully. Because if I see hate in that comments, I'm just going to delete it. But if I can provide as much education, if I can provide as much insight as I can for people to start to possibly just question what they may have originally been taught and to just think common sense wise as to what could be the best for their clients, is definitely all I want to give and put across out into the universe with these YouTube videos. So opening up education, teeth whitening industry especially should not just be a follow the leader type of industry. It really should be led by people who are giving the right information, keeping clients safe, keeping technicians safe. And so that's literally all I want to try to do. So whether you think Gingival gel is right for you and your clients is definitely your opinion. Just giving you my 2 cents, which could literally be worth 2 cents. So don't forget, guys, if you are interested in spray tanning or the teeth whitening industry, I offer online, live virtual and small group training in Southern California. I'm going to leave all my information in the description. I hope you guys are enjoying all the videos that we are putting out. More things on spray tanning, teeth whitening, and the beauty business in general, because I know a lot of stuff about the beauty business and how to grow your beauty business in any industry. And so I'm wanting to give across as much of that as I can to help you guys. So see you guys in the next video.